Duke of Edinburgh across here in 1D. And it's not that they didn't get on, I think they just wanted a bit of space and a window seating. And of course, when it was set up for a royal flight, it wouldn't have been like this. The rear cabin would be the same as it is now, but this cabin, the only seats, aircraft seats in this cabin for a royal flight would have been these two front seats, just so they could strap in for landing and taking off. The rest of the cabin would have been configured like a stateroom with a big table and some very luxurious seating around the thing to make a royal stateroom. Apart from royalty, of course, a lot of businessmen flew on the aeroplane because you could get to New York at 9 o'clock in the morning, having left London at 10, do your day's business and then fly back. But a lot of celebrities as well. Michael Jackson was a regular traveller. He always used to sit in the third seat back on this side. Strange guy, Michael Jackson. Didn't like people near him. So he always bought two seats. So cost of a seat back then was £7,500. So he paid £15,000 for his return flight across the Atlantic. And the other thing he used to do was, as soon as he got into the seat, he would put a blanket around his head, which he'd take from the overhead locker, so people couldn't see him. It's a very strange guy. Somebody else who bought two seats, who sat just about 4 rows back on this side, he always bought two seats, was the opera singer Pavarotti. And that was for more practical reasons. He needed two seats. There was another regular traveller around that time, was David Frost. He had shows in New York and London. Now he liked to try and get two seats, but he was a bit cannier. He didn't buy two seats. He worked out that although Concorde is one class all the way through, there is still this perception that the front of the aeroplane is a better place to be than down the back. So as the seats sold on a Concorde, they would tend to sell from the front backwards. So if there are any spare ones, they'd be down at the back. So he always booked the very back row, on the basis that you'd tend to get a bit of space down there to himself, and it generally worked. And there were, of course, lots of other celebrities flew on the airplane as well. You'll notice there's no in-flight entertainment, no screens like that, because it was the standard of onboard service that was the in-flight entertainment. The very top food that was being served, the champagne, everything like that. Would you like to go back into the cabin now?